Hey, today I worked from 2 to 9, and then I worked from 9 to 2. I'm working from 9 to 2 right now. I'm currently in Macon, Georgia, having a great time. I got my Akashic Records read today by a lovely lady named Fran, Francesca. Francesca. I was introduced to her when I went to Colorado a little bit ago, and that's a funny story in and of itself. But yeah, when I went to Colorado, I actually met her through my Uber driver because I was stranded there and pretty much kind of a little bit stranded there with money, but kind of stranded there nonetheless. And I went there with no intention of really coming back with anything other than maybe some more sleep. But actually, it rocked my world and I learned a lot about myself. So when I came back, I booked a call with this lady. And she told me a lot of things that made a lot of sense. These are the things that I will share with you today. And efforts that maybe will inspire you to have maybe a better life, maybe a better mindset, maybe it might inspire you to get your Akashic records looked at. But yeah, so she told me pretty much that I have I had a lot of past experiences with abuse and just being born into it, as well as trying to figure out a way out of it. So, a lot of the times that I was born, I'd seen things and it made me react in ways that created what I am today. Um, a lot of people are like, oh, you're so strong, and all of these things. Especially when I was covering my hair as Medusa, people would say that a lot. But, you know, during that time, I was actually in this life at the weakest part of my life. But I guess it was technically the most stable. Now, I'm technically in the most unstable part of my life, but I am the happiest that I've ever been. Um, Currently, I don't have my dog with me, but eventually I will, and I'm looking forward to that day. Um, my Akashic records had told me that I had a very intense um, past life that left me feeling a lot of guilt, fear, and pain in my heart, and that led me to isolate myself and isolate my heart in certain ways. Um, and in doing that, also somewhere along the line, I had picked up a protection contract, which I definitely see in my everyday life as far as, people wanting to own me and wanting to, protect me with everything that they have so much that it starts to hurt me. Um, in the chapter in my life that I'm in right now, I broke all of those things, all of those contracts. Um, and it's new for me because I've done that for a while, but um, because I know that people feel a certain type of way about what I am and what I have, and I know that they want to protect it because they want to protect the purity and that in the world. But um, So sometimes I let them do that through me, by letting them protect me. And I would turn a blind eye because I know, and I can see that they don't like the things that they have to do to protect me or to take care of me. But take care of me and to protect me is everything that they are. So, and as much as I appreciate that, uh, from all of the people that I've experienced, um, I'm now in the part of my journey where I am taking care of myself, and I am demanding other people to treat me and take care of me a certain type of way, instead of just saying, well, if this is the best that you can do, then this is what I will accept. Um, as well as, okay, so another, I had, she likes to have questions that you meditate on and kind of want to talk about. So what I wanted to know was, what was the most impactful part of my lives, and how did it shape me? And the last thing that she had shared with me was that I, um, several lifetimes ago, was born into an abusive family, but in a time of war. So I was taken away from my family, but I wasn't necessarily upset about it. I was upset about the war, of course, but not necessarily about the fact that I was taken away from my abusive family. And I was accepted into a sisterhood and raised in a sisterhood full of love. And I grew up in that sisterhood, and some people that grew up in there with me, they left and they went on to lead different lives, and some of them stayed, and I stayed. I stayed until I died, at the age of 81, and I had a full life of love and feeling loved. Um, and that's really interesting because when I talk to people and when I interact with people, that feeling, that vision is what I go to, is what my mind sees when I'm interacting with people and when I'm loving on people. That that's kind of, you know, in a way, what I see, a place for broken people to come, or people who have lost a lot of things, not necessarily even broken people, people who have just lost a lot. They come into my life, I come into theirs, and I pour into them, and I love on them, and I show them the parts of themselves that splintered off. And they make the decision whether or not they want to reclaim themselves and be whole in my presence. And that's explains a lot of my past relationships. And we all make mistakes. We all do things that, um, we think are serving us, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And we're all doing our best to try to just figure out ourselves in this whole grand scheme of things. Um, yeah, but if you want your Akashic records read, or if you want me to like go more in depth about my Akashic record reading, um, leave me a comment, DM me, I guess, and yeah, because everyone is not doesn't read the same, and even it's good to find people that float with what you have going on, as well as accurate readers. And I feel like I found a accurate reader. So if you want that information, hit me up. And yeah, those are my thoughts for tonight. I'm about to take the rest of my smoke break and head back in to pour some more coffee. Oh, So today I met this customer. His name was Dennis. Well, first he said his name was Nobody. And so I kept saying, okay, well, making jokes about nobody, kind of like in, I think it's Oedipus or something like that, where the Cyclops is like, oh, my name is Nobody. And you know how he was playing around with him. So I was like, oh, does nobody want, I think nobody wants coffee, right? I'm going to pour this coffee out because nobody wants coffee. And he was like, don't come over here. Those cranky old people that's like funny, but they cranky. He was like, don't come over here with all that happy stuff. Don't come over and pour my coffee all happy. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna pour it over here with a frown. I started pouring his coffee, all frowned up, and he was laughing. He was like, oh, you're pretty fun. You're pretty funny. I said, and you're pretty cute. You know. So yeah, that happened today, and I enjoy meeting new people, and I enjoy seeing the world. And I feel so blessed that I'm able to enjoy my life. I've had a few past lives where I wasn't able to. And, I wasn't able to forgive myself. I wasn't able to forgive others. And I'm so happy that I let that go this life. Um, so that's amazing. As far as the music, I don't know because me and My Chick Global are no longer affiliated. So I don't know what is going to happen with that. I have lots of music to put out, but I was doing all of my social media through My Check Global, and since making this decision for myself to expand and see the world and be loved effectively, um, I no longer have a marketing thing. So if anyone knows any marketing companies that, I work at the Waffle House, so I don't really have it like that for real. But yeah, if you know any marketing companies, then you let me know. And that's all, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and go in a little bit and take my smoke break, like I said. And I hope you guys have a really good night. If you have somebody to hold close and to love, make sure that you do that tonight because that is not. Yeah, I got a lighter. Bye.